To buy name brand or not to buy name brand? That is the question. Some things are worth it. Some things are worth the price that you pay for them, but is everything worth the price? I'm going to be comparing some Dollar Tree products to regular name brand products to see which are worth it and which are not. Stay tuned. Alrighty, so first up, this is the first of several Dollar Tree products I will be reviewing. First up, we have the styling brush here. And if you saw the haul video, you will remember that I love the teal color on it. I'm not sure if you guys can see it really good. It's teal and gold is the handle. Those are some of my favorite colors. And also, in that same haul video, I showed the aqua bucket that I'm using to store all the products that I hauled from the Dollar Tree. So first up is this aqua and gold wand on the gold wanded, I should say, brush. I am using this as a wig brush. And the reason I'm using that is because the bristles are similar to a wig brush. They are just straight and then they're spread apart. You can see that. And then they have a little knob on the end. Usually the wig brush does have the metal bristles. This one has plastic and with the little knob. So that's why I'm doing the comparison to see how well it does. So here we go with this one. Take this out of the package. Rip off this. And this was so cute. It came with a little rubber band wrapped around it. I don't know if they just did that to hold the... Well, the packaging was held in place actually without it, but I'll use that rubber band for something. So I'll put that there. Now the brush. The moment of truth. Okay, so this is a new wig. And I can do a review on this wig as well. But I'm going to, this is my first time really brushing through it. I did get it from the place that I get them from, the wig shop. And so as we call them, the Chinese shops. And I saw it on the stand and I was like, that is the one. I did ask for a 1B. She did not have that, so I did get the 1, which is just the jet black color. But I have not brushed it yet, and she didn't brush it when I was getting it. She did cut off the lace for me, but she did not brush it. So this is me first time brushing it. Let me see how this handles on first look. I am getting a little chink in it, but that's normal and to be expected when you first get a wig. You have to brush through it and brush the little kinks out. You see it's kind of getting kinked up a little bit there. Oh, but once it gets going, it flows well. Come on, brush, you better flow well. You better flow well. I love it. And then I don't see any hair coming out, so that is good. That also may be a function of a better quality wig too when the hair does not come out. So that is good. I like it. So far I like it. Let's do this other side here. Like I said, little kinks. Because it is a little bit, I did not brush it out. So it's my first time brushing it out. So it's giving a little pull, but not very much. Once I get the kinks out, then it's smooth sailing from there. And then this is the side, this underside is what gets you a lot of times. So what I do, I split it in half. You see it's a little tangle right there. Alright, so let me get that out. Kind of start there and do that. So the underside is what you really have to brush, because for some reason when you put it back over your shoulders it gets a little tangled. So you always get that underside and then of course get the overside too. underside on this side. Oh, that flowed well. Okay, listen. You can tell the difference from when I first started this video to now. Listen, that brush did it. Now, there are some hairs that are in here, but not very many. So it didn't do a lot of pulling, and that's what you have to, that's the reason that you get a wig brush specifically, so it doesn't do as much pulling. I got about 3 hairs in here, 3 long hairs that are in the brush. So that's not bad. So I would say yes, this was a good product to replace a higher price product that you usually get, which is a wig brush, to get it for $1, and it's cute too. So love that one. Good job, Dollar Tree. So the next product that I'm going to review is the 2x Firm Hold. Now that I've brushed the hair out, I would like it to stay this way. I don't want it to blow in the wind. So I did get this 2x Firm Hold Crunch Free Finishing Spray, which is really a holding spray. Back in the day, we used to call it a holding spray. So I have used these years ago, but I had stopped using them. But I'm going to get back to it because it's very windy. So as fall kicks in. So it has a little cap on it. It has a little sprayer. And then it is by the brand Rave. So this one says it is humidity proof, long lasting hold with white lily rice protein scented. And it is the 2X hold. Looks like they have 2X, 3X, 4X, and 5X. I did not want a lot of hold. I don't like it to look stiff or have stiff hair. So I got the lowest level, which was the 2X. At the store, I saw a 4X. I didn't see a 3 and a 5X. So 4X was the most that I saw at the store, but apparently it goes up to 5X. So let me check this out. Now that I've brushed my hair thoroughly, I am going to put a little holding spray on it and see how it goes. Alrighty, and the directions say hold the bottle upright 10 to 12 inches from the hair and spray. If dispersed or clogs, rinse with warm water. Okay, so we are going to, it also says the firm hold you love combined with reliable humidity protection. That's the Rave with Climate Shield, keeps hair in place and your style under control. White lily and rice protein lightly condition hair and boost body without leaving hair feeling stiff or sticky. Listen, that is important because I remember when I did used to use holding spray, it did leave that sticky film. So let us see how this goes. So I'm going to just, and keep in mind that this hair is in half. So I will probably actually, because I'm not going to wear it like split down the middle like this, although it looks so luscious. I'm going to only bring to the front the part that I'll be wearing to the front. So it'll be more in place of how I'm going to wear it. Okay. So let me spray. They said 10 to 12 inches. So that's a good bit away from me. And I'm going to use something. My hand, I guess, as a shield. Ooh. It made a weird sound, so let me do it. Close my eyes. I can definitely smell the scent. Okay. So it said to spray it. And that's it. It just said to spray it. So I'm going to let it sit for probably about maybe 5-10 minutes. And then I will do a little whipping of the hair to see how it comes through. So I'll be back. Alrighty, so it has been somewhere between 7 and 8 minutes. There was about 2 or 3 minutes I didn't have the timer on. I was just kind of feeling the hair, seeing how moist it was, damp it was from spraying the holding spray on, excuse me. And then I turned on the timer for about 5 minutes. So it's somewhere between 7 and 8 minutes later. So it is mostly dry. Doesn't really have a dampness, but I can tell there's a little something on it. So I'm going to get my good Willow Smith on, whip my hair back and forth, and see how it holds up. So stay tuned. Okay, as you guys can see, I did my best wind simulation. I don't have a hair dryer, a blow dryer. I would do that if I had one, because that is the problem that I'm actually having. But considering all things, it really stayed together well. I'm kind of pulling it apart now, but considering that I was trying to do my best violent shaking, it actually stayed together pretty well. It doesn't have the look that it had before I brushed it. So actually, this may be something to use. This product may work. I will try it out in the elements also and come back for another review. But on this quick review of the product, looks like it is kind of working pretty well to keep my hair together. Just with a little bit of smoothing with my hand, it came back together pretty nice. Next up, we have the Cocoa Butter Moisturizing Body Lotion. As I mentioned in the haul video, I usually use the pump kind. I already used the non-name brand for this already from the grocery store. So another non-name brand is not that bad of a stretch for me. I've tried to get one that was similar to, I wanted to get one, I should say, that was similar to the one that I get. It's kind of a creamy texture, not like a white cream, but like a light tan color, lotion-y texture. And so this one actually was sealed. You see the sealing, so I couldn't see like what the texture of it was. So I'm going to unseal it now and see what the texture is. Okay. At first glance, it looks very similar. That light in the background there looks very similar to the texture of the one I get from the grocery store. Let me do a little swap here. Okay, so that is the lotion. Put it on my hands. Okay, it smells like cocoa. I like it. Okay. Smells pretty good. Put a little bit more. Just want to see how it really works. Okay, kind of not lathers, but what do you call it when lotion kind of you rub it together? It gives a similar feel. Actually, no, it does not now as I'm rubbing it in. It gives a silkier feel actually than the one that I normally get. It's kind of giving me a silkier feel. Okay, I don't know what that means for the long haul, but right now it feels good. It really feels good on my hands. It's very good. A little bit sticky between my fingers. I don't typically get that with the lotion that I get from the grocery store. But it feels good though. Has a cocoa butter smell. Oh, it's just kind of sticky between fingers. Okay. But overall, it feels good. More of a silky texture, like I said, and a little bit more sticky. The one from the grocery store does kind of go into my skin, I think, a little bit better than this one. This one seems to be a little bit sitting on top of my skin, which may not be bad, but we'll have to see like how it holds up over the long haul. So I'll come back on this one in addition to coming back on the hairspray. But for right now, it feels okay. It's just like I said, it is a little sticky between my fingers. So, but where I really want to test it out are these feet, honey. Listen, my feet are dry. I had ran out of, well, I didn't have any lotion, and I needed some terribly for my feet. They are atrocious looking right now. And I need a pedicure. So that does not help. Actually feels better on my feet than it does my hands. I don't feel that stickiness that I felt on my hands and my feet. And maybe it was because it was between my fingers. It was the stickiness was mostly felt between my fingers. Although I am going through my toe, going between my toes as well, though. Okay, but it feels pretty good. Silkier feel. Like I said, it seems to sit more on top of the skin than soak into the skin, which is okay, but we'll have to see how that pans out like during the day or over time. Because this is evening when I'm shooting this video, so this is right before I'm going to bed. So we shall see. I am just rubbing it in. Now it is going, I'm kind of rubbing it to make sure it goes into my skin. I would say the cocoa butter from the grocery store does go into my skin a little bit better without this much effort. Usually I rub it like maybe 2 or 3 times and it kind of soaks into my skin. This is taking a little bit, and I did put a generous amount though. This is taking a little bit to actually soak into my skin. And get that those like lotion streaks off of my skin. So overall it feels good. I needed lotion so bad. Did not have any, like I said. So it feels good. I ain't showing my feet, y'all. No, that's what I'm not doing though. I know I'm doing this off camera, this part where I'm lotioning up my feet. That's because they need a pedicure, so I'm not going to show that on camera at this time. But the lotion does feel pretty good. I needed it so badly. So badly. So, yes indeed. Rubbing it in on the other foot. Kind of the same thing. It's taking a little while to soak in. Usually, like I said, about 2 or 3 passes. The other lotion kind of soaks into the skin a little bit more. A little bit faster, I should say. So this one is taking a minute, but it feels good actually because I needed lotion. Alright, so that is that. I am sitting on the floor, so there's no, I'm not walking across the floor to see, but that stickiness is on my hands again now that I have lotioned up my feet. So overall the lotion is good, just I don't like the stickiness that I feel on my hands. I don't feel it on my feet though. But I'm going to go wash my hands and then I'm going to go on to the next product. But before I go on, I would say The lotion, I'm going to have to use it over time. Like I said, I'll come back to a few of these products. I want to use that one over time to see if it improves or gets better. This is my first time using it. Sometimes when you first use a product, usually, well, in my experience, usually when you first use a product, they're pretty good. This one, I would say it wasn't bad. It just wasn't the best that I've experienced. But I want to use it over time, and maybe that'll improve as I use it over time, and my body gets used to the feel of this one. So I will come back to that one as well. Alrighty, so I did wash my hands, and I don't feel the stickiness anymore now that I wash my hands, but I can still tell it's in my skin. So in that way, it's kind of good because it seems like it seeped into my skin even more than my normal. It's the oddest thing because the other one, unless it's just still on top of my skin in certain places, but I can still feel a difference of how it feels compared to a regular lotion. Maybe the regular lotion just sinks into my skin more, I should say. And this one is kind of on top of my skin, but it's almost like a protective barrier. So I gotta see over time how that one will work out. So again, I'll come back to that one. So next up that I will review will be the Colgate Ultra White with Charcoal. So I'll do that one next. It says the formula helps lift stains, surface stains to whiten teeth. It's a black paste. None of that is showing on the camera. However, it does say gluten-free, responsibly made, and sugar-free. There. It also says save water. Turn off the tap while brushing. Right. So sodium fluoride is the active, the anti-cavity. What is the... They don't say anything about the charcoal, but I'm assuming it's in here, of course. I mean, if they're saying it's in there. Oh, inactive ingredients, sorbitol water. Ooh, a lot of stuff I can't pronounce. I don't see it in the ingredients list. But I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to go in the bathroom, see how it works, and then I will come back. Actually, before I go in the bathroom, I'm going to open the package also. So let's take this out. Oh, it's so cute. I've never seen the Colgate with the black like that. That's pretty sleek looking. Sleek looking package there. Anti-cavity fluoride toothpaste with charcoal. And normal stuff helps protect against cavities. Keep out of the reach of children. And all those things I can't pronounce on there. So I will go use this right now. This actually is a name brand though, but it's a different one than I normally get. I usually get the baking soda and peroxide, so we'll see what the difference is. Okay, so I'm in the bathroom here, about to use the charcoal. Colgate. Oh, I gotta go get my toothbrush. Give me 1 minute. Alrighty, so the very first thing I noticed, oh my God, guys, look at this. It is like literally charcoal gray inside that package. And look at my toothbrush, matchy. Listen, matching my pajamas and my toothbrush with my Colgate here. So we are going to put this on the toothbrush. Put this on here. Oh my gosh. The gray gel is blowing my mind. But it's a translucent gray. It's not dark. If you can see, you can like see through it. So it's a clear, like translucent. So you can kind of see through it. It's like clearish gray. Alrighty, brushing these teeth. See how this goes. Also, before I brush, I went to get a bottled water. I usually do purified water, but this is spring water, which is fine. I do not brush my teeth with tap water. That's because I was on the West Coast, growing up in the Midwest and living in the South. The water's pretty good coming out of the tap, but West Coast is a whole different ball of wax with the water. So I usually just use purified water, but the spring water will do for now. So I am pouring the water on my toothbrush, and then I am brushing my teeth. Okay, I am done brushing my teeth. I'm going to rinse off my toothbrush. And also I'm going to floss. Alright, here I go, about to floss as well. Okay, I am back from brushing my teeth, and listen, Colgate Ultra White with the charcoal is the way, the truth, and the light, okay? Life to my mouth. This right here, it felt minty, but to another level of minty. So I'm sure they may have some, or it seems like they may have some like mint type products in here, but it was like mint to the 10th degree, the 100th degree. Like my mouth felt like it was white. Like, I don't know if my teeth got any whiter from just one use, but my mouth feels like it will be whiter. It will be whiter. Okay. So Colgate, yes. Yes, indeed. On the charcoal, I will be using this. I've had some mouth issues. So this one actually makes my mouth feel fresh and taking it to another level. So yes, I will be using that. That is an A+ in my book. Okay, so on to the next. So the next one was this toothbrush holder. It's just the basic one. So I'm just opening this, the white one I am using for myself, and the red one I will give to my mom because her room is, her bathroom has red in it. So, of course, just put it in the toothbrush holder and put my toothbrush in. Just used it. So, just doing this for display purposes. I will not keep my toothbrush in here except if I need to travel or move it to another room. Because what I do, I lay my toothbrush on a towel, like a small facial towel that I only use for that. And I let it drip dry because I don't like it when the moisture builds up in it. I feel like it builds germs in it. And I switch out toothbrushes more frequently when it is kind of cooped up in a toothbrush holder. So I know, everybody has a different routine. So that's just my routine. I let the toothbrush totally air dry, not in the bathroom, but in in either my room or somewhere else where it's, you know, sanitary and safe from germs and everything. So I just let it air dry. I feel like that for me gives me a little bit more longevity with my toothbrush. Although my goal is always to change it out at least every 3 months. Sometimes I change out even more frequently than that, depending on the situation. But I feel like that keeps down the germs on the toothbrush and therefore keeps down the germs in my mouth as well. So that has been a journey for me. So that is something that I now do. So that is the toothbrush holder. It's just a standard toothbrush holder. But like I said, I won't put it in here, because this will only be for travel purposes. Alrighty, and the next review is going to be, first I was not going to review this one, but the manicure set I am going to review, because, listen, can we just be real? My nails be thick, baby thick. So not every nail clipper can cut my nails. So I really want to see and test out how well this little clipper in here, it's a real kind of little one too, how well this clipper does on clipping my nails. I'm usually okay as long as it's sharp enough with my fingernails, and I do need a manicure. But my toenails, especially that big toe, just gonna be real. My nails are kind of thick, so I don't know how that's gonna cut. So I do want to test it out. So here we go. I'm just gonna go on the first, do it on my hand first, and then my foot. Okay, so my finger, if you can see this nail, it's my ring finger. Nail is uneven. So I'm gonna just cut it. First of all, okay, so it did cut the nail even. However, it's a little baby tiny nail clipper. It's little baby. So let me now do one of my toenails here and see if this one can really cut it. So for this one, I am not putting it on the camera. One thing I will say, this little clipper is not even fitting around my big old toenail here. So I'm going to go to a different toe. I'm going to go to my middle little toe here. But again, I'm not showing this on camera. I need a pedicure. So, this one is not doing the best job. The way that it's kind of arched, I can't even get my toenail in there. Or is that just the way my toenail is set up? Okay. I had to get 2 passes to get my little toes. I have tiny toes, but a really big toe. So it's pretty good at clipping them, but this big, huge toe, I don't want to cut it and fracture it. When you don't have a clipper that's big enough to clip your big toe, and you kind of do half of it or even like 40% of it, and then you try to do the other part of it, then it kind of creates like a hangnail in there, and I don't want to do that right now. So I'm going to chalk it up that this little one is not sturdy enough to probably cut my big toenail, because I've had multiple experiences with this. So I'm going to clean this off before I put it back in the manicure set. But they also do have a nail file. Now, the thing about this nail file, it is so glittery and sparkly, and it is matching my outfit, my pajama outfit. Black on one side and glittery on the other. Let me feel it, the black. So the black side is more gritty, so that's the rough side, and then this is kind of the buff side. On first pass, the glitter is coming off on my hands. So let me just buff that one nail that I cut. So I'm going to file it actually on the black side. Okay, did pretty good. And I'm going to buff it on the silver side. Let me see how that works. It did pretty good as well. Let me see. I do feel a bit of a hangnail, but that might be because I just didn't get it good. Okay. Okay. That kind of gets it really rough. Let's see, how is this buff side? Just smooth it out more. I smoothed it out pretty good. But there is glitter underneath my nail, so all this glitter is going to get in places. So that is something to keep in mind. Now the last 3 products that I have to review, I'm going to do those in a separate video. Excuse me, it's the hair products. It is the First Line Sleek Trust Me to Relax Shampoo and Clean Shampoo Brush, aka Scalp Massager. Oh, I love scalp massages. I was starting to really get into them. I had a scalp massager, and then it fell in an area that I not want to put it back on my scalp again. You know, sometimes things fall on the ground or in places you're like, I'm not gonna put that back on my body. So I needed to get a new one, so I'm excited to have this one, and I will review this separately along with the dandruff shampoo. And like I said, I may switch this out for the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, which is what I actually use, the Head and Shoulders brand, but I want to compare apples to apples. So this one is only the shampoo. So I want to see, I'm going to take this back probably and see if they have the shampoo plus conditioner. Compare apples to apples as much as possible, that is. And then this one is actually a 2-in-1. It is 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. And I'm going to be comparing this to Tail and Mane, which is the shampoo and conditioner that I use. And like I said, not exactly apples to apples for this one, but this is shampoo and conditioner together. Tail and Mane is 2 separate shampoo, is a separate shampoo from conditioner. So those 3 I will review in another video, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching this video, and hopefully you got some insight into some products. Like I said, I will come back on some of the products and some of the products I review in another video, so stay tuned.